Congratulations, Patrick. You have proven yourself worthy by reviewing Saw 4. You only have 5 movies left in the Saw franchise to review. You're almost there. Just think about the enlightenment that comes with understanding the full narrative. Your dedication to the franchise is commendable, but you have yet to grasp the essence of my teachings. To truly understand, you must see it through to the end. Review Saw 5 next, and maybe then you'll understand.
Hey guys, Goosebumps Gamer here. Today we are going to be reviewing Saw 5, released in 2008, directed not by Darren Lynn Bousman, and not written by Leigh Whannell. Anyways, let's get into it. Film opens up with a trap, as usual. A man named Seth Baxter wakes up in a trap, which is a pendulum trap which will split him in half. And the only way to survive is if he breaks his hands. You guessed it, he tries it, but he fails. Anyways, the film picks up after the events of where Saw 3 and 4 left off. We see Peter Strahm in the room where the bodies of Jeff, Lynn, Amanda, and John Kramer are. Door slams, Hoffman locks him in. He gets a tape. It says, "Will you just stop with your obsession with trying to find the truth?" Or we just, yeah. And, he says F you to John Kramer's corpse. He goes and finds a little hidden door. He opens it, and then he gets knocked out by a guy wearing a pig mask. Peter Strahm wakes up in a glass box that is slowly filling up with water. He tries to reach for his phone and his gun, but it's out of reach. So when the water fills up and he's about to die, he just gets his pen and stabs himself in the neck. The backup later arrives, and Jeff's daughter is all safe. Hoffman is rewarded as lieutenant. And then Hoffman realized that Peter Strahm survived. And yeah, it's just a whole thing. So later on, they get into an argument about what Agent Perez, after claiming that Agent Perez died, and she said Hoffman's name before she died, which gets Peter Strahm to believe, oh, this guy might be a Jigsaw accomplice. So when Peter Strahm was asked to investigate Jill Tuck one last time, he was dismissed from the Jigsaw case. Poor Peter Strahm. He was just trying to help, and you're just turning him away. He's just trying to help the FBI and police force. Just come on, man. It's not fair to poor Strahm. Anyways, while that was happening, Hoffman was setting up another game involving, I think, 5 or 8 people. I don't know. I lost count. 5 people. They called themselves, Jigsaw called them the Fatal Five, and they were part of a scheme that killed so many people by blowing up a building, I think. Anyways, Jigsaw says they have one thing in common about survival and not always trust their instinct. Anyways, they had collars that will pull over to something that will chop their head off completely, and it only activates when someone tries to reach for the keys, which is only 4 glasses, and yeah. So they're getting into a fight. One of the people were getting into a fight, and then they started to activate the thing. Yeah, try to reach for the key. There was this one British guy I think, and he was a little too selfish, so he got the key, opened the collar, survived. The other girl did. The black girl did. The other guy did. The other girl did. And the blonde girl, she didn't make it. She got her head cut off, which opened the next door to the next test. Anyways, Jill Tuck felt like she was being followed by anybody. She doesn't know who. Peter Strahm, despite being laid off the Jigsaw case, he snuck in and he took some all files related to the Jigsaw case. Yeah, that's one of them. which all had the names of the people from the previous movies. Yes, including the OG, Adam Stanhide, Dr. Gordon Zeppendel, yeah, you know the rest. And then when he was walking out, he started to suspect something. The chief was starting to suspect something, but that wasn't. He didn't suspect anything. And we also learn that Hoffman's origin with John Kramer goes way back to like the events of the first movie. He was the one who kidnapped the Paul guy in the guy Paul in Saw 1 who had to do the crawl to the razor wire. It goes that far, and even Peter Strahm visits that location. And he has other FBI files. This time it's the people from the Nerve Gas house in Saw 2. Turns out Hoffman also was involved in that, helped drag the players, get the gun, put it in the thing where the guy got his eye shot out, and John Kramer was coaching him on the way. Very wise John Kramer, teaching him right from wrong and all the rest. It seems like Hoffman goes way, way back with John Kramer, but I don't know if Hoffman was involved in the bathroom game. The next test that they had to do was on the ceiling. The next test that the Fatal Five had to do was on the ceiling. There were jars. One had and they had keys that would open up like a little thing that they could crawl into and hide before the nail bombs went off. So yeah, the British guy got his key. The guy got his key, the black girl got his key, the other girl did, British guy, well, he didn't, so he got blown up. He kind of deserved it, he was an asshole. No, sorry, I shouldn't have said that. No, sorry. He was a bad person, but, yeah, he got blown to smithereens, that guy. And now he's dead, just like the rest of the people are. This guy, yeah. He's dead. So in the meantime, Hoffman is calling the chief saying, "Oh, I think Peter Strahm might be working for Jigsaw because he's acting a little sus lately." Yeah. The next test, the next test was like a bathtub where you had to sacrifice somebody, and then you electrocute them, make them look like Frankenstein to open the door, and that's what happened. And then the next test is where they had to put, the last two players had to put their hand inside like a little table saw thing that splits in half to sacrifice some blood. And they realized that they're all supposed to work together. Do not trust your instincts. And yeah, they effed up real bad. And yeah, they did it. It was very painful. But they did it. And then the chief came in. He saw them on the floor. And he asked them to show him the hands and they need medical attention. He was about to call Peter Strahm when he found Peter Strahm's phone in the location. He's like, "Oh my god, Peter, what have you been doing?" But wait until what he found out next. Peter Strahm is following Hoffman in his car, and he sees Hoffman stop at his house, which coincidentally is the house from Saw 2. It was just that they got rid of the bodies and made it look like a modern home. He found the underground trap door, opens it, he goes down the tunnel, and then he finds the door to the bathroom from the first movie. He could have gone in there, but no, he didn't. But instead, he found a metallic room with a glass coffin in the middle and tape. Basically, Hoffman is in his voice saying, "Have you learned to trust me?" and all that. And yeah, Hoffman comes in, they get into a fight. Hoffman gets locked in the glass thing. He says, "I got you now." But Peter continues to tape and he realizes that, he's going to get crushed to death. Yeah. And yeah, he gets crushed to death. Realizing this whole time, Hoffman set him up and made him look like a Jigsaw accomplice. He tries to escape, but sadly he gets crushed to death and dies. The end. So that was my review of Saw 5. It's kind of good. Yeah, I liked it a little bit. The only good part was the underground tunnel scene. Reminded me so much of the original movies. Such a shame we didn't go into that bathroom. He would have found out where Adam, Zep, and Xavier were. But yeah, it doesn't matter. I'll put this movie in the middle tier. Yeah, the middle tier. I'll put it in the middle tier. It's kind of good. Yeah, middle tier. Anyways, that was my review for Saw 5. Came out the year my sister was born. Um, yeah, it was a very good movie. So, but I'm still staying true to what I believe in. Saw 1 and 2 are the best ones and better than the rest of the movies. So, bye.